Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome back to Cities Skylines. So between the parts I redesigned this area once more and now it is, the main road going over the top and then we have the other main road going underneath and a few entrances and exits. So basically it acts kind of like a highway but not a highway. I also did, I think that was pretty much, oh, I added this connection as well because I needed another exit because everyone was backing up on this and that was getting way too busy. So I added one over here. I don't know if I'll keep that or change it. Oh yeah, I also added this road here to also help with this whole intersection area. A lot of people sitting in one line there. Interesting. First time I've seen it do that. Don't know why. Are they all trying to go right? Is that what they're doing? Some of them are. Maybe they're all going right. Hang on. Let's see. 41 people are trying to turn right, although some of them go in that lane as well, so I don't know. Yeah, some of them go in that one and go, and then that. I don't know. Hang on. Are people using this in... Yeah, see, there's also people going that way. 16 people doing that when they could just go up that way, which doesn't make any sense to me. Why wouldn't they just go this way? I don't know. I also downloaded Traffic President because... mainly because of this section. And I don't want... The reason... Okay, I've spoken about this before. The reason I didn't want to get in before was because of lag. It is definitely running slower than it was without this mod. However, it's not that bad. This is max speed. Like, that's pretty good. I think it might even... It's pretty good these days. This day and age, pretty good. I also didn't want to get them because it lends itself towards doing loads of micromanagement. As you can see that I did there. And I want to try and keep that... And I also did it over here as well. I want to try and keep any of that kind of huge amounts of micromanagement out of the videos because it gets... Like, I can spend half an hour to an hour just doing that. And I don't want to do that in a video, so I want to be careful with that. However... I want to do change lane arrows on this section here. They are not turning right there, that is for sure. Only left. There we go. Just because that's annoying. They should just use this. I don't know why they're going there. Like, they should only be going this way if they're going to go that way. If they want to go forward, they go that way. I think maybe it's... No, maybe it's because the speed limit there is lower, so they're like, ooh, I don't want to go that way. I don't know why that's 40. It should be 80. Yeah, speed limit's also quite nice. So I upped the speed limit of all these roads here. Anyway, so over this way... A lot of people did want to see the elevated train stations, which was pretty cool. However, I realized that there's a huge flaw with these, is that they have a huge pole right in the middle of them. In the middle of where the road would go, so we can't use those ones. Which is unfortunate, because I really like those, and it looks much more modern. And then I had a look on the workshop, and I couldn't really find any other one, because all the other ones are really nice, but they all place along the side of the road. Which is kind of... Because I need it to go above the road, not along the side. Then I found, like, the... And I knew about the New York ones from before, but the problem with these is that they sort of come with their own roads. Which is not the end of the world, but it's kind of annoying. And also, they look super dated, too. So then we have to end up... We have to use those roads. And that pole actually goes through that lane. Oh, they just miss it, so... They just move. We could move it further back. I don't think I want it there. Then I also I checked out a few other mods. I checked out they have underground, well, I say they. It's always either Performer or Bloody Penguin. They make the best mods. I think this one was Performer? Oh, I can't remember. It was one of them. One of the two great modders. Underground train stations that are basically the subway, but it means you can bring the tracks up above ground. Though I believe, I can't remember which one. One of them is working on the sort of combined trains of subway network, which is cool. So that will change in the future anyway. But I was playing around with this. I couldn't get them to work, so we're not going to use those either. What else? Let's see. So yeah, we have these elevated ones, but they're annoying because we can't get them directly above the road. These ones are perfect if they didn't have a huge pole in the middle of them though, which really annoys me because there was another version of this asset as well that has a smaller footprint. But it still has the poles on it, and that's kind of annoying. I don't know what to do in this case, because I don't really want to use these. But they're kind of our only option. The problem is, because it means it forces us to use... Because we're going to have this one-way system. It forces us to use these with the road. So it would have to go there. Just connecting them is annoying. So I have to go like that. And then it would go along, and then... have to do another one somewhere. I don't know where. Because I think what I want to do is probably plan this out a little bit. I might actually lower this down so it'd be here. And then I want to bring it over the highway here. And then probably maybe loop it back around. So we have basically a loop going around the city area. Just in this area. probably won't expand anywhere else. It'll probably just transfer to other services. Though we should probably have, considering we do have this train link here, we should probably have that connect into the network somewhere. This is, oh yeah, also everyone's getting sick around here because it's too loud. Which is annoying because we do have a hospital right there. The EZ hospital. 0 out of 38 ambulances in use and 0 out of 500 patients. Why is this not being used? I feel like the EZ hospital is crap and it doesn't work. Let me get a different hospital. Let's get this one, like the huge one. There you go. That might make them better. See if that one works. Cool. Alright, so that'll go there. So this train line, I want to... Okay, first of all, let's get rid of that. That's not going to be there. Yeah, I think I want it to loop around. We'll probably... I don't know if we'll have the city over here. Well, not the city. The sort of urban area over here as well, or we'll just leave that. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Let's... Well, okay. So I know I want a train line over here somewhere. And I want to use the nicer train station. I don't want to have to use... I only want to use that sort of NYC style one when I have to. Let me also turn prop anarchy off because I want these trees to get out of my way. So let's just build the road there for now so we can get a train line, or train station rather, around here somewhere. So it would go there. What if I... Hang on, if I put it here... do those trees come with this thing? I think they are. I don't know. Damn it. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I did. I finally fixed all the assets that I was missing. So do you remember a long time ago we placed these parks in here? Now they finally have trees because I downloaded all the assets that they were supposed to have. So yeah, this one here now will actually come with trees, which is pretty... Okay, if I can find somewhere to place it. Like, for example, if we put it in the city. Yeah, it's also apparently too big for the city. Put it there. Yeah, it comes with trees now. And I think... Does this, like, randomize it? What's going on here? I don't understand how this works. No. No, wait, hang on. Is that the same? No, it's different. It definitely is different. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. So if I do another one... Hang on. No, that looks the same. Wait, maybe it's... Is it? I can't tell if it's changing or not. No, I think it is the same, but that doesn't look the same. That's... Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe a few of the trees change. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I've just destroyed all the buildings to put those in now, so whatever. Okay, so... Yeah, so that was the other thing I did. Right, let's go. So we're going to have the train line there. I think... Do I want it to go any further than that? Not really. That's probably the extent that I want it to go to. We could maybe have it on one of these roads further down and then bring it back up and around over this road. That might work. Like if we get it here, might be a nice spot for one. I wouldn't mind that. So it would sort of run down this road. But then it's kind of just next to that train line. And then how would I get it? That'd be annoying. No, it'd have to be on this road. So it'd go... there maybe. And then come across. Oh, that's going to be hard to build. I think... And then it's kind of just running alongside the other train line. But I guess if this is going to be like, I guess... It's supposed to be like a subway network. But an elevated subway network, so it would have the stops would be closer together than the train line, even though they are pretty close. I don't know. The thing is, a subway is just so much easier to build, but this will be so much cooler. Let me try it out. I'll try it out, and if it's good, we'll keep it. If it's crap, then we'll see how we go. Okay, welcome back. I just spent a good like 20 or so minutes building this elevated rail, so let's just walk through it for now. So we start over here. Obviously, some of the buildings got destroyed along the way because they have to rebuild because of just the way that this has to work. So it comes through here, goes over the road, follows all through here, comes out this way. And then it will connect basically the urban center to the sort of suburban area across a highway, which should hopefully eliminate a bunch of traffic trying to cross over, or at least it should help it. So it sort of comes around here, swoops into the suburban area, does a quick, sharp turn, comes down here, follows the road, comes along, goes over here. I decided not to do one over the road just because it means I would have to change that to a smaller road, and I wanted to keep that as a high density road. Then that follows over this way across the highway through here. I was gonna do a stop around here. I decided not to, mostly because we already have a train station here. We also have a bus line that's like right next to this sort of elevated line that goes across and actually stops just over here as well. So there's no point having another stop there. So essentially we get these two stops over here in the suburban center with a bus line pretty much to both of them. And then that will come back over this way. And depending on how we build all this out, it'll probably come up and around here and come back this way and join up there. I'm not sure how they're going to join together just yet. But that's the current plan, or the current laid out way it works. But for now, let's go ahead and get some more, infrastructure in. Let's get some more buildings. Let's get some more people, because we do actually have quite a bit of commercial and residential demand, which we're going to fulfill as quickly as possible. So we do have this road that currently has nowhere to get to it. I'm not sure how I want it to work. I might demolish a little bit of that. Hang on. And go normal road. Bring it here. And then up the side of this. And then join on to this road somewhere else, because I don't know if I want it joining right there, because that's really close to the other intersection. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's try it out. Let's join there. Then I want to use traffic precedent. Oh, we're getting into micromanagement now. I want to go actually junction restrictions. I want to allow these guys to queue. Did that work? Yeah. I want them to be able to queue across the intersection. Yeah, see, there you go. So they'll stop. So basically, they kind of treat it as just a road, I guess. And they'll queue across it, so they won't kind of get them in the way. Oh, got a bit of despawn there. I don't know why it's taking so long for these lights to change. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so we'll do that. I don't know if I want to connect this one up as well, or just leave it, because I guess it doesn't really... Or maybe we'll go demolish that a little bit. Because we just need to get all the road layouts going for this section. So we'll go here. Maybe this one will come down this way to there. And then if we try and follow a similar... actually, maybe not. It doesn't really make much sense to do that, because then it's really close to the other road. Could be interesting. Let's try it out. And then... Why is that trying to Why is that trying to tunnel? Then I think I might just join that there. I don't know if I want to do that, but I've done it, so we'll see how we go. This can come through. And then... Don't know if I want to change the way that works. It's a bit of a mishmash. Not going to lie. Can I get this road... I don't actually want a road here, but I just want to get a road that's exactly along the line of these parks. Get rid of that bit. Because we want to fill in this area, which is unfortunate because it's going to make another bloody intersection there, which I don't want to do. I guess what I could do is just because I wanted it to sort of join to that weird pathway, which there's not really... There is, I think there is actually a matching piece for it. Somewhat, yeah, these. But it doesn't really work ideally. No, that's not even a matching piece. It's completely different. That's just its own thing. Which I guess maybe what we do... Instead of doing a road there, we actually go this way. How wide are these? Is it exactly... I think it is just a block wide. So if we go... Have to be 2 less than that though, because... Is that right? I don't know. That doesn't look right. Maybe it is. Let's find out! No, I think it's 1 too small. That's annoying. Go away. Then we're going to go... Hang on there. And then there should it be? It's a weird way to build the road, but is that it? Ah, it is. Okay. Now, this would work well if it was rotated the other way. Because I want it to join up to that, but that's not going to work, is it? How do I get these to work? Huh. Okay, this didn't work how I wanted it to. Because if we did, even that way wouldn't join. How are you supposed to get these to join? Because I know they're kind of, unless you do that and then, I guess if you had another one that way it would work, right? I think so. Huh. I don't know. Don't know how I'm going to do this. Because we can have a road there, sure, but I don't know what the hell to do with this space. I don't know. All right, well, let's go like this. Maybe we just put buildings in there or something. I mean, we can use the regular path. It just kind of looks a bit weird when it changes to that is the only thing. Unless we go dirt. See, I kind of wish these parks used the normal path because it work a lot better. Oh, well, anyway, we'll have a park there. I don't like that bit though. We can have a road there, I guess, but I don't. Oh well, we'll get some high density in here. We'll see how it goes. This one can have. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. The reason I'm just like, it's because I don't really know what's going on here. That looks kind of weird. Just continue down that way. All right. Well, actually, what we could do is we could actually set up a train line now. There's no reason we couldn't. So, well, the last stop is going to be here then, because at the moment it won't be a loop, but at least we can get some trains running along it. That one has no water or road connection. It's not ideal. Right. So the cool thing is, I did also download a new train, which I actually really like the look of. Select types. It is the London Underground S. It's actually called the S7 and 8, I think. But this is just says S stock. So I guess maybe it's the stock version of it. Which I really like. So I'm going to get probably just 2 of those. They'll probably be fine. Where is it? Where does it spawn? Oh, probably over this one. Yeah, here we go. It's one of these. It's one of the newer trains. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's one of the newer trains that kind of run. I think it's a Hammersmith and City line. They also have these trains in Toronto. The new Toronto line as well, I think, has them. Because I went on them in Toronto. Anyway, there it goes. So that's going to go along. How long? Is this train too long for the... It's a pretty long train. Is that longer than a normal train? I don't know. Let's see. So it stops here. Comes around. I don't know. Fits beautifully. Look at that. Snug like a glove. Cool. All right. So that will start running through the city. We'll see if that gets any usage. Right, that is going to need a road and some water because it currently does not have either of those things. I think what I want to do is, so for this one, yeah, I'll just join it up there. Why not? And then it can sort of head out there and we'll figure out what to do with that road later. So that will go there. I'll get some water. I don't know why it needs water. There you go. I think the others are fine. So that will start running. Do we have a second line or second train somewhere? I don't know. Maybe they're... Oh, there they are. So, oh, there you go. 62 people. 62 people on board. So they're actually heading over to the suburban area. Nice. Here it goes. Oh, that's good. Seems to be working quite nicely then. Yeah. So 39 people there. 41, 45. Yeah, that's getting some good usage. What about this one? Well, that one just had some people go. Oh, actually, you know what? I was going to say, yeah, they didn't have any way to get to it before. Now they can. What we should do is add some convenient ways to get around this downtown area, which we don't currently have, such as just that, so they can cross over. And then also get a crossing so they can go right there. Whoops, that's not a crossing. Come on. There we go. So they can just walk straight through, which would make sense. I think we probably have the same issue over here. Yeah, they're all walking around, which is kind of silly, because we probably should have built a... I'll go check the other ones as well. Built a little pathway there so they can walk straight through, which makes a lot more sense. Cool. Over here, this one is off that road, so that should be fine. This one is... Where's the next one? Here it is. Off that road. Yeah, that's easy to get to as well. And then that's the last one. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. It's just these two weren't particularly convenient. Now they're a little bit more convenient, which is good. Get a little bit of commercial there and there. Just fill in those spots. Okay, so let's go over this way. I think we need something here. Maybe if we go... Can we get under that? Because that'd be kind of cool if we can go under there. Oh, well, we could. We just have to tunnel down a little bit. Let's go there and then... Well, not tunnel, but... Hang on. Let's go keep it on the ground. So we're going to go 6, maybe 3 meters might be enough. No, that's not going to be enough. Let's go -6. There you go. And we'll go underneath. Now, I think there's a big pole there, but that's okay. We'll fix that. Well, we won't fix it, but we'll go through it. And then this can go to there. Yeah, it's interesting. All right. Yeah, we won't fix that. We'll just rebuild it. Is basically that's my fix, essentially. So this is going to be normal, but it'll be raised. Go down to 6 there, and then join up there. Be nicer if that was a little smoother. It's a little bumpy, but I guess that works. Cool. Right, so we have traffic lights on both of those. Not that I know if we really need them. We'll keep the traffic lights there for now. Okay, so now we have a road that goes underneath and sort of connects around, so you don't have to go up to that one intersection, because really we have the 2 intersections over here. So it's a bit busy. We'll also have a pathway here where that one tiny random building is, because it looks weird anyway. So we'll go along there. So hopefully, I don't know if that really joins up to the park or not. I can't tell. I'll go there. And then we go crossing. And that's already got a crossing there. Okay, so they can walk over there. Got a crossing there as well. Yeah, I don't know how these parks work. Because people definitely walk around here. As you can see, I just don't know. I'm not entirely sure how they work. Okay, so then I'm going to get, whoops, residential here alongside the park. Not along this side, though, because that doesn't look great. I think on this side, we'll get some trees. We'll get some beautiful leafy trees. How big are these? No, because we want fairly big trees, probably. No. We could do these ones. Ah. Looks kind of stupid. But it could be something that they would do. I don't know. I've definitely seen a tree line like that in real life as well, actually. So you could do that. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it, but it makes sense. Kind of. Alright, then we'll have a few more places to live over here. Not in that tiny little spot. Alright, so that will sort of fill out that road. Then we have a nice big park there, nice big park area there. Over this way, I don't like this road. That was a mistake. I can see that now. I see the light now. That was a mistake. So this is going to come through to there. There. And hang on, turn off bending. Anarchy. There we go. Get rid of that bit. So that will just sort of line up with that road. So what, hang on, what do we have over here? So we definitely have, we have the hospital. We have a goods shortage, which is not good. It's also not funny. I'm wondering how we could get, because we obviously have industrial there, industrial here. We have the train line there. I think it's just an issue of getting the goods to the area because we don't have a cargo line. Like we have a cargo line there. Maybe we could get a station in around here somewhere and get a line. It would have to come from here probably. I don't know how we would do it though. Because then it would just be adding another train line. Maybe we could share this line? No. We could. Because there is a very nice... There's a very easy place we could cross over the line here and it could join on to the elevated track. But then it would have to go all the way around. I don't know. Because obviously we have a good shortage. Okay, that's fair enough, fair enough. Well, let's have a look. So we got cargo terminal, which we will want. Let's say we put it in... Actually, is there an elevated one? I don't think there is. I just had the double track one, didn't I? Cargo loading station. I like how it says working. Yeah, it works. Let's put it there. Hang on, let's get out of here. Okay, so let's just say, let's ignore these two roads there for a second because we can fix that in a minute. All right, so if we were to bring the train line this way, we could probably go, if we tunnel through here, bridge across, tunnel, we could somehow connect up to that. Or... See, ideally, I probably want to connect to this line. and bring it down. I wonder if we can go... What does this look like if we go... Yeah, train lines. Good old train lines. Trying to figure them out. What if we just come off straight like that? Okay, that's not too bad. It's just a little bit... I don't know why it's kind of done that. I don't mind that though. It's a little bit dodgy, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, so I think I've got a solution that kind of works and doesn't look the worst, like the worst thing in the world. So we have, oh, well, except for that. That wasn't like that before. That's annoying. Yeah, so we have this little sort of intersection here. Oh, damn it. Why is that happening now? No! I think if I shove it on the ground, it actually works better. Hang on. Yeah. All right, well, kind of looks a bit weird with the sort of ground not there, but let's just, whatever. So yeah, we have this connection here that connects up to this line that has the, you know, all the cargo trains running on it. Then it will come through here. It shares the track for this little section, so it comes straight through here, comes across, and then it sort of just peels off the corner there and comes down to there, which I think is a pretty good solution that should hopefully work quite well. Now we'll get some, there's a lot of residential demand, so I think we need to get some of that in. I don't really want to put it in this area with all this, all that kind of stuff. Maybe we should build a, because I really want that to be sort of commercial slash offices, but there's not really any demand for that. Let's go over this way. Let's build a road. This is going to be a normal road, so it's going to come out this way. Let's go 2 more blocks that way. Let's bring it out here. Let's go 2 blocks, and then maybe, no, let's not go 2 blocks. Let's go 1 block. And then another block, 135-degree angle there. And then maybe, I don't know, hang on, let's build out from here first. Let's go there, that will come through. That'll also join that. These are all going to be 2-way roads for whatever reason. I don't know. Hang on, let's build this section first as well. So there, and that'll go along to there, and then this can just join these 2 sections. There you go. And I might actually keep those 2 roads in. You know what? No, I'll move those. I'll move them a little further apart. So we'll get it in here and maybe one over there. And then, because this section here changes it a little bit. Like we don't have, I guess we should probably have a main road here somewhere. I think I might change the, no, I'll keep, that, wait, is that the right tree? Yeah, that's a tree we're using. Cool. Right, so this is going to come through, and I actually want this to go maybe out to there. Oh, I don't know why this is having such trouble placing at the moment. Slope too steep. Oh, hang on. Maybe if I turn that off and turn that off as well. Yeah, I think it was a straight slope thing that I had on. Fair enough. So this, I actually want to go, I think I want it to be this road here. So change that into this road. So it'll sort of intersect, go this way. And then probably join to this road. Maybe there? Like if it comes, I don't know. Really, I either need to sink the rest of that train line down or not. Because I want this road to not be a level crossing with that. I think this needs to, go away. This needs to go down. There you go. Maybe to about there. Obviously, I'll bring the whole thing. This whole train then really should have been sunken. Though, to be fair, when we built this, I did not. This was all going to be suburban area. Then you guys wanted some more dense urban areas. So I was like, okay. I mean, it's not a problem, but just we didn't really plan for any of this. So, and all of this needs to go down roughly the same height. I don't know if it's the same height. I think it's kind of all over the place a little bit, but yeah, let's go down. Let's go to the mall today. I don't know why that's been in my head lately, but it has. Okay, so that's all sunken down now. That's fine. Except for this bit is a bit weird. Hang on. Let's smooth that out. There. Bring that down. Oh, it's changing all these to NYC pillars. Because that's what I've got it set as at the moment. Hang on. And I'm also aware that we're not making any money, but it's really not a problem. Hang on. Let's go swap to that. Swap back to that elevated. This will be default. Because this is not supposed to be the raised. Because you'll see if I move it now, I'll sort of update it. Yeah. Anyway, so that should be okay. I think. Let's see if we can get over that. Just get over it, man. Elevated. Not enough space, it says, but that's okay. We're going to do that anyway. And then we're going to go normal. Let's just say there. you reckon that is... No. I was going to say, do you reckon that's enough room? No, it is not. You can clearly see. Yeah, that's going to crash into that building. Not building, into the road there. Is that... Yeah, there's one underneath. So that needs to go at least down to there. That's going to go down. That can come down as well. I feel like there's another one in the middle there, but there isn't. Alright, so if we do that, sort of come down under that, and then we can have a few other roads going over that if we need to. And we have our elevated line there, which I'm not sure... I guess it kind of looks like we need a road here. Because then the elevated line could follow that. So let's say... it needs to be... Hang on, let's go down here. That'll connect up. Okay, okay. So that is in line with this. Yeah, so if we go there... And then we'll come around the corner. So this road then is going to be going at this... So it's lining up with these here. So all of this needs to just go like that, right? Because then that will sort of line up. Not exactly right, but I think that's okay. So if we have the train line there, and then... yeah, it's not exactly right either, is it? It needs to be that one. Wait, that's not right. No, it's because this road is wider. That's why it's confusing me. It does need to be there. Okay, so it needs to be there. Hang on. Now, the problem with these is it's actually... Because they're still curving at that point. So I guess maybe it can sort of just move out a little bit. Now, this is also... Yeah, I curved it too early, which is why it looked weird. So if we go to there, that's where it should go from and to that point. And then it should... look the same as that road there. Yeah, that's much better. That looks like it actually matches now. This bit here is a bit weird. But whatever. Go there and that will come across. Okay, so let's see if I can get that in. I'll do that myself because it's going to take a while. Because this is the thing is it's really quite annoying to do this because you have to keep demolishing the road and putting it back to be able to build above it. I don't know. There might be a way to do it without having to, but the problem is because it always tries to connect to the road. So you kind of need to, you get rid of that bit, then you'll build this bit like this. With Anarchy, you'll go as far as you can, which should be about there. Then what you got to do is put the road back again, like this. Or at least this is the way I'm doing it. I don't know if there's a better way to do it. It's the first time I've done it, so I don't know. I might be the idiot, I'm not sure. Then you have to get rid of the curved bit of the road, and then you go in here, and you get this bit, and then you go to there, which actually we need to build this bit first, because... it's going to be hard to know where it goes otherwise. So this bit needs to go really to the middle there, but we can't, so we have to go... Whoops. Hang on. No. Oh, damn it. Now I'm on the ground. So 12 meters high. There. Yeah, this is why... Alright, I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I've put in the train line now. Thankfully, that wasn't actually too bad. So I put another stop in just here. I was going to put it around here and actually bring it across, but then I realized our train line was there. So now we essentially have... Well, actually, it's going to be easier to see like this. I've got to alter the train line anyway. Actually, I'm probably going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to delete the train line because we're going to have to do it as two separate ones. Where it is... Because we need one going each direction, and because it's a loop, it's going to be different. So let's go delete line. Yep. And let's make some new ones. So we're going to go here. I guess that's our starting stop, so whatever. There, all the way. Nope, it goes over here then. And then there, and then there. So that's loop 1. So let's go, I don't know. U-loop. 1. Sure. U stands for urban, in case you're wondering. It's like types. That, remove vehicle. I'm going to go 1, 2. Gap of 2 kilometers. Yeah, just hopefully it will sort itself out and do that well. And then we're going to go another one from create a new line there to there. Because 2 vehicles each way should hopefully be enough. Did that go? Yeah. I don't imagine us needing more than that. But who knows. U-loop 2. There you go. Remove vehicle, select types. That one. 1, 2. Cool. All right. Oh, this route's a little bit short. Oh, I guess because it's the inside track, isn't it? All right, so let's see how we go. So they should both start up here. Well, I guess that one should disappear. Here we go. So these two have started, and they're going to get going. So we're going to have one going each way. 57 on that one. Anyone going the other way? No. well, we'll see how we go. Right, I imagine when we start populating the area, we'll start getting some more people using it. So obviously that's got no water out there. That's fine. So this area over here is going to be for some residential, is what I'm looking for in this particular spot. So let's get out some little pathways all the way along, all the way along. I think I might even get one that goes here and just designate it as a little pathway area. Right, let's do crossings on these, just because why not? I won't bother on that one. That's a pretty main road. Right, so this is going to have a road here? Yes. No, actually, I'll move it over one, just so it's in the middle of this area. Now, I think I'll go all the way through. I will. And then I'll put a pathway back there, because I still do want that pathway going through, because that will be quite convenient for people trying to get around from the train station. Over here we could probably also use a pathway there, just so they can sort of walk through a little bit easier. Now this space, probably want a road as well. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe just like this and then... No, that doesn't look nice. Because this one looks kind of nice where you have the two roads sort of curving and intersecting each other. I think that looks quite good, but I don't think this would look particularly good either way that I do it. But I want to get zoning in here because that's a good spot. Really want it a little bit further back. I guess maybe if I just do it there, it should be okay. Yeah, I guess we just do that. It should be all right. Okay, let's get into... Oh, hang on. Services again. So health is good. We don't really have enough crematoriums in the area. So if I can get one... where do I want to put it? Maybe in the park. Oh, isn't that what I tried to do before? Was chuck it in the park. Maybe just over here, next to the train station. There you go. That's nice. Right, so that will service that area. Fire department is lacking, especially over there as well. We actually appear to be having goods issues in a lot of the city, which might be due... Yeah, it's actually kind of... every so often, it kind of ripples through the city. I think it's probably because we have a worker shortage over there. I think we just need some more people, which is fair enough. I'm going to get a fire department over this way. Police should be okay for now. Education... High school capacity is not great. We'll get one over here as well. Right there. Elementary school capacity also was not that great, so I'll get another one over here too. Can that fit in there? Oh, beautiful. Fits so snugly right in there. Look at that. Obviously, there's no power or water over here, but, you know, they can deal with it for a second. Okay, so this is going to come along, and I guess just up like that, because that covers most of our space. Up there, and up there. I guess I might as well connect to that. Probably should have just gone all the way across. Same with that one. Now, this road... I want to connect it there, so I probably want to bring it back a little bit. Let's get this connected now, because people might actually start using this. We'll go there. Now, that's going to slow down that traffic for a little bit with... hang on. How do I... why can't I snap this? I don't know. Whatever. Let's go like this. It's going to come along. About there, and then we'll go like that and that. Alright, so that's that road for now. Don't know if that will change or what's going to happen, but let's just roll with it. So actually, what I want to do... lane arrows. This one is not going to be able to go forward or that way. So we're going to actually do that. I think I want to just get rid of traffic lights. Depending on how many people actually use this. Right now, probably no one, because I don't think there's any point to use that road, but might come in handy later. I don't know. Cool. All right, so back over here, actually getting more residential, which is what we were supposed to do. No, let's not do that. First, let's get some parks in that. That can fit in there very nicely. If it wasn't for the pathway, actually, we can fit it in there perfectly. Get some of these just around the train station, I think is a nice spot to put these things. That plaza kind of takes up all of that space, which, you know what? I don't care. We'll get rid of that pathway. They can walk around. I thought these were two different things. I thought I placed one of the other ones. Whoops. Thought I placed this. Guess not. Didn't really want two tennis courts. I wanted one of each. There you go. That's better. Cool. Then we have a corner there, which is 3x3. I don't think I have any 3x3 parks, but that would be useful if I did. Get one of those in there. A Japanese garden in the corner, maybe? I don't know. We're just getting all these parks around this spot, because why not? It'll be really nice. It'll be super nice. Maybe beach volleyball? What about a skate park? Oh, that actually fits in really well. Beach volleyball would fit in the corner there as well. Yeah, let's do it. There you go. So there's a bunch of parks around this train station. It's quite a nice train station then. Got all this stuff around it. All right, so that should make people very happy in the area and also upgrade a bunch of our stuff. That should be a building. Yeah, there's a few places that actually lost their zoning when I was building this railway, which I'm aware of, but anyway. So in here is all going to be residential. One little gap in the middle. That's so sad. This road here is obviously going to be residential as well. I mean, not obviously. I mean, it is. It's not obvious, but what I meant was it's going to be residential. This here, half of that. So all of this area, hopefully that will start getting these guys some power. Offices. Oh, that's the mod I meant to get. Damn it. The one that will sort of kind of encourage people to take any job, no matter what their education is. Yeah, I wanted to get some offices over here, actually. Around this train station, because I imagine it'd be quite loud. So we'll go, all of this can just be offices, really. Because they don't make noise and they won't complain, or hopefully they shouldn't. I don't know what to do about this road here. It's kind of, right now it's a very weird one. It doesn't really make much sense. It doesn't need to be that big either. There you go. Yeah, it's a bit of a sharp turn for now, but whatever. Right, so hopefully some people build around here, because I don't think that's going to get any trains until it's actually powered up. A lot of good shortages. A lot of good shortages. Oh, that was the other thing I finally downloaded, was the underground and underwater power lines, which is really nice. So if we need them, we can use them. I was going to use them here, but we only need this temporarily, so I'm just going to do that just so we can get that actually functioning. And that might help us out a little bit with our goods. These guys still don't have any power over here. I was hoping people would start building near them, but I guess, again, we'll just use this temporarily. So that's going to go over there, just so we can actually power that up. People using my trains? 76 people on that train. That's pretty good. How many people use this? 57. We have 0. Oh, well, obviously 0. That station doesn't make any sense. 197 and 31. So there's a lot of people waiting at this one using it, which is really, really good, actually. A lot of people want to head this way. How many people on the trains? 59. Not bad. These are actually working pretty well. 33, 5. 54 and 1. It's not too good. 84. Cool. All right. So those stations are working quite well. I think that's a nice little loop. And then if we have a look at our map, you can see we have our little elevated track loop. That's quite nice. Yeah. And especially when we populate this area, we'll probably get some more usage out of it too. Yeah, we are having like goods issues all over the city. Not sure why. Is there an issue with the trains or anything? Just regular traffic? Because I did actually have a train issue before recording. Where we had a bunch of regional trains flooding the track, and none of my trains could get around. So I was thinking maybe that was an issue, but I don't think that it is. I don't know. I maybe just don't have enough people working those jobs that we needed. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'll leave this part here. I don't know how long the actual episode's been, because I know I spent at least 20 minutes. Oh, maybe more than that, doing my own thing in this, but hopefully it's a decent length. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below, and we'll be back next time building some more stuff. Hopefully these buildings will get a little bit taller, because, you know, that'd be nice. But we do have some nice park areas here too, which is quite good. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.